Dearly beloved youth of Bangalore, as we conclude this prayer-a-thon, it has been a wonderful experience. You would join with me in saying, truly, we are blessed. Well, this cannot happen without support and prayers of hundreds of people. I would like to start by thanking our General Conference leaders who took time. I'd like to thank especially Pastor Ted Wilson, the President of the General Conference. From the Youth Ministries, Pastor Paco, who gave us inspiring words. From the Division Office, Pastor Ezra Lakra, and the Youth Director of the Division, Pastor Binoy Turkey. The Union officers gave their words of inspiration, led by Pastor Suresh Daniel, Pastor Chelvaraju, and Mr. Chandrasekhar, and the Youth Director, Mr. Mohan Daniel. The conference leaders, Pastor Joseph Mahadev, the President of the conference, the Secretary, Pastor James Kennedy, and Mr. Suranjan, the Treasurer. We want to thank each one of you for your inspiring words to the youth and the support given to the youth. We also want to thank the speakers who made an effort, some for the very first time. We want to thank Navita. She is the youngest of all the speakers from Lowry Telugu Church. We want to thank Derek. We want to thank Prem Sagar and Divya from Chamrajpet Church. We want to thank Sharon and Jeffrey, Pastor Dennis Church. We want to thank Ruby Bibin from Lowry Malayalam Church, Pratibha and Niranjan from Central Kannada Church, Jonathan and Dia Ruth from Sevanagar Malayalam Church, Ray Fernandez from Sunshine Church, Geraldine and Dr. Surya from High Street Church, Bershiba from Lowry English Church, Arnab and Natasha from Cunningham Church, Samson and Janita from Jalahali Church. The speakers made a lot of impact in every message that is there. We want to thank them. We also want to thank the musicians and instrumentalists, the songs that were rendered to us. Pawan Peter, Joel Gomes, Eugene Solomon, Titus and Tejas, Melvin and their groups. We want to thank them individually for making this prayer-a-thon a pleasant experience for each one of us. Not to forget the youth leaders and the pastors who were there behind every program. The pastors, Pastor Ruben Israel of Tamil Church, Pastor Nagaraj of Telugu Lowry Church, Pastor Shushant of Chamrajpet Church, Pastor Ravichandran of Central Kannada Church, Pastor Bibin of Lowry Malayalam Church, Pastor Dennis, Pastor Sabu of Lowry Sevanagar Malayalam Church, Pastor Chandrasekhar of Sunshine Church, Pastor Rodriguez of High Street Church, Pastor Naveen and Pastor Andy of Lowry Memorial College, Pastor Darrell of Cunningham, Pastor Joshua Ebenezer of Jalahali Church, Pastor Kalaimani of Lowry Tamil Church. The youth leaders were outstanding in organizing the program for these events. Mr. Nathan of Tamil Church, Mr. Esudas of Lowry Telugu Church, Mr. Ravi of Chamrajpet Church, Mrs. Jenny of Lowry Malayalam Church, Mr. Shailesh of Central Kannada Church, Mr. Jerry of Lowry Malayalam Sevanagar Church, Mr. Ruben of Sunshine Church, Mr. Daniel H. of High Street Church, Pawan and Anju of Cunningham Church, Ruel and Anusia of Jalahali Church, and Ravi of Lowry Tamil Church. We want to thank the outstanding work done by these leaders. A special mention. This program would not have been possible without the tireless effort of 4 individuals I'd like to recognize. Mr. Ravi, who is also a youth leader of Chamrajpet Church. Mr. Ruel, who is the youth leader of Jalahali Tamil Church. Mr. Pastor Kalaimani, who is the pastor of Lowry Church, and Samson Samuel of Jalali Church. They have been instrumental in the posters, in the layouts, in the recordings, in the smooth flow of the program in the YouTube channel. sleepless nights have been spent, and we want to thank them immensely for their effort to make this prayer-a-thon a blessing to many. Well, I have to conclude this word of thanks just with 3 points. Last day events book. How can we conclude this? Well, I'd like to share with you 3 points that will help us to take away something that we can continue to pursue as we are on this journey. It is time for God's people to work as never before because of the increase of wickedness. The God-fearing, commandment-keeping people should be diligent not only in prayer but in action, and this will bring the truth before those who have never heard it. Yes, we need to be a people of action. Secondly, our primary work is to warn the people. The people must not be left to stumble their way along in darkness, not knowing what is before them. Thus, unprepared of the great issues that are coming, they become prey to Satan, the enemy. To warn the people. Thirdly, it is a solemn time for God's people. But if they stand close to the bleeding side of Jesus Christ, He will be their defense. He will open ways that the message of light may come to great men, authors, lawmakers. They will be the ones who will advocate God's downtrodden law to the masses. Yes, it is time for us to stand by the bleeding side of Jesus until we finish this race and hold that nail-pierced hand and live with Him eternally. May God bless each one of us. Maranatha.